Today we're going to go over new features and enhancements for TIBCO LogLogic Log Management Intelligence 6.2. LogLogic 6.2 offers over 100 enhancements, and today we're going to look at a few of the highlights. 6.2 offers a number of search performance improvements, several EVA updates, GDPR enablement support, developer enablement, Jumbo Syslog message support, HDFS file collection, and AWS file collection for S3, SNMP v2, NFS v4, and SNMP v3 support. Also new in 6.2 are two new advanced features, the correlation engine and custom-defined aggregation. We now offer a new web UI for enrichment lists and the ability to support advanced features in HA config. We've also introduced a number of advanced dashboard updates as well as a number of advanced search updates. We've also added some updates around data models as well. So let's take a look. So we now have the last received time under log source status now persisted on reboots and application restarts. Now under System Settings General, we've introduced an Archive Config tab. This gives the user the ability to disable archiving of index files and the ability to set the behavior of how files are evaluated for archive, either by time or by file size. Also under General Retention Settings, we've renamed this to Global Retention Settings Raw and Index Data. Here you'll be able to set the index retention purge interval and offers you the ability to also skip index purge on startup. Looking at 6.2 EVA updates, we now support AWS Elastic File System or EFS, as well as MC support in AWS for EVA. In general, we now offer EVA support for 4 terabyte virtual drives, as well as support for up to 36 terabytes of local storage on EVA for new installs. The default memory has now been increased to a minimum of 32 gigs, and we've introduced logic to dynamically allocate memory for the advanced feature engines based on the available memory configured at the time of deployment for EVA. In 6.2 we now support SNMP versions 3 and 2C. This can be configured under the System Settings General tab. Here you'll be able to set the port as well as the sync information for v3 information. We now offer also within 6.2 the ability to collect files from HDFS. This is done through the file transfer rules, where you'll now have a new protocol called HDFS that shows up that gives you the configuration option to pull from HDFS. Similarly, in the file transfer rules, we now offer the Amazon S3 protocol, which again, like HDFS, will allow you to pull from S3 buckets. New in 6.2 is the ULDP Protocol Library. This is designed to send log data in a reliable and secure manner from a collection point to an LMI appliance. The library aims to provide a means for end users to connect to an LMI appliance using the ULDP protocol and send log data messages using it. This protocol has previously been available and used by the LogLogic Universal Collector. However, now we've externalized this in a library which can be now picked up and incorporated by developers and integrators who want to take advantage of the ULDP protocol's encryption as well as secure transport layer. 6.2 now offers Jumbo Syslog message support. What this means is now you can send TCP Syslog messages greater than 64K up to 1 megabyte to LMI. We now offer enhanced support for GDPR compliance within LMI with the following features. We've added the ability to encrypt raw log data, also the ability to support TLS syslog transport for TCP, as well as TLS support over ULDP, and we are now collecting my SQL client history log. These capabilities will allow for secure data in transit and as well as in rest. Let's take a look at the advanced feature updates. Some general advanced updates. So the smart lists have been renamed to enrichment lists in 6.2. We've also added format checking on import. We've added the ability to create and modify enrichment lists from the web UI under Management Advanced Features Enrichment Lists. Here we've also added the ability to do import of enrichment lists from the web UI under Administration Import and Export, as well as the ability to use Management Station for advanced feature administration only. Also, advanced features are now supported by HA. Let's take a look at advanced dashboard updates. Now under Home Dashboard Advanced Dashboards, there are two new out-of-the-box dashboards, one for retention policies and the other for system status. Retention policies dashboard offers you insight into raw retention for default policies, as well as index retention for default policies, and visibility into your currently configured policies. System status offers visibility into disk space usage, as well as CPU usage, message rate, ingested versus index message counts, as well as ingested versus index bytes, and real-time and file pool message counts. You now have the ability to take the new dashboard for system status and make it your landing page, so when any user logs in, they will be able to get a global view into the LMI's overall health on login. Also new in advanced dashboards is the ability to create a data grid widget, and this widget allows you to create a real-time feed subscription and then visualize that in a table format in a dashboard widget. We've also added tree maps as well and heat map support. We've also surfaced the LogLogic common schema, which is used by all our out-of-the-box data models through an infrastructure query within LMI. So this will allow a user to have a look at the common schema and taxonomy used by our data models so that they can either augment the existing models they have or create custom models using our existing schema. This will allow for seamless integration to the out-of-the-box content for reporting. We've also now offer a new advanced feature management page as well as advanced feature submenu. So the nav menu is slightly changed now with some new objects. New in 6.2 is also the ability to use tail queries, and tail is a function for advanced search which will allow users to subscribe to index feeds through the advanced search interface. This can be done in either two ways, either using tail on the EQL query or using the real-time filter on the EQL query. Once enabled, the feed will basically come streaming in, and you'll be able to scroll up or down, stop the query, or pause the query. We've also introduced a new queries page, and this is based on the advanced search infrastructure query LogLogic live queries. And this page will give you a report on the current active queries and allow you to delete them if needed. 6.2 is now offering also the ability to schedule queries, so the user now has the ability to schedule an advanced search query. This can be done either through the queries page or via the advanced search interface. You can also configure schedule queries to send email reports as well. There's been some data model updates as well now for 6.2, and you now have the ability to disable the default data models. This will allow you to reduce some of the noise in the advanced search interface when you use the out-of-the-box kind of filtering capabilities to pick the data models. We've also done some updates to the columnar parser, whereby we've added the ability to configure a beginning and ending regex to help narrow down your parsing when you use this particular default parser. Data models are also now, as of 6.2, have the ability to be copied for those that are out-of-the-box default models and that are not a GP parser. We now offer in 6.2 the advanced aggregation engine, and this allows a user to use optimized queries against aggregation tables that have been created by a user and are fully customizable, so it allows for more optimized search queries. We are now offering also the advanced correlation engine, and this allows the users to define and customize triggers and alerts. Some caveats in 6.2 to be aware of. At this time, advanced features are not supported by distributed search. Advanced features are not usable by the legacy search, and the minimum memory support is now 32 gigs of available memory when using 6.2 plus the advanced features. This concludes our overview of the new features and enhancements. Thank you for joining.